What's up everyone, last week Nintendo revealed Breath of the Wild would be getting DLC. $20 would get you an expansion pack releasing in the summer that contains a Shrine of Trials and a few other things. The second content pack in the winter would give you a completely new dungeon and story, and a bonus pack that can be downloaded immediately, which will give you 3 bonus chests, one of which containing a Nintendo Switch shirt. Now, saying fan feedback to this was mixed would be putting it lightly. A lot of fans loved it, after all, who doesn't want more Zelda, but on the other side, a lot of people were feeling ripped off, thinking Nintendo was deliberately holding back a portion of the game just to charge fans more money. Well, Nintendo came forth and made their statement to address this, as well as some details that went into the planning of announcing it. The following comes from Bill Trinen, who is the Senior Product Marketing Manager of Nintendo of America, and often a translator for Aonuma, Miyamoto, and others at Nintendo. He appeared on the latest episode of IGN's Nintendo Voice Chat, and when they asked him about the DLC, he had the following to say.
One thing I do want to ask before we move over to 1-2 Switch, because I do want to hear some of the wacky stories around those minigames specifically, because some of them are hilarious. You guys announced the season pass called the expansion pass. You outlined some of the content in broad terms, and the reaction to it has been mixed somewhat. I'm just curious to hear, your response to that reaction. Like, sort of, how did you feel, and what do you think Nintendo needs to do moving forward with this?
It was tough because we actually we had a lot of debate in terms of, do we announce it? How do we announce it? I think one of the things that's unique about the way Nintendo develops games is when we're working on a game, and certainly just knowing the history of Nintendo games, you guys know that it's essentially, we use every last minute to make the game as good as we possibly can.
Right.
And really what that means is that, the dev team was working on the main game, finished the main game, and then as they're starting to get to the very end and wrap it up, really they said, we've made this massive world of Hyrule. We've spent a long time building it. It would be a waste to just make one game and have that be it. We want people to be able to enjoy exploring this world. And so then they started thinking about, well, if we were going to do DLC, what would we do? How would we do it? And you can see that in the fact that it's not, the DLC is not launching the day after the game or a week after. It's coming out several months later in the form of the first pack, and then several months after that in the form of the second pack, and that's because the content's in development, And so I think from my perspective, obviously if we were able to share more detail, that would have been easier. But I think if you look to the example of something like a Mario Kart type of a DLC approach, really what the goal is let's give people the option to purchase it when they're there at the store buying the game, and give them something to look forward to, and kind of let them know that there's more to come in this world. And if you're a Zelda fan who's buying Nintendo Switch at launch, and really you're buying it for Zelda, I mean, how happy are you to know that, hey, I'm going to be able to play more Zelda in this world later this year.
It's like one of my favorite things about the original Zelda, which this game is, obviously echoing in many ways, is that it had a second quest.
So what are your thoughts on this? Did Bill Trinen's statement help ease the blow, or do you still have unanswered questions? I agree that when a developer creates DLC out of what should have originally been in the game, it's bad for everybody. However, when the DLC is actually worked on after the original game is complete, then I think it's the developer showing the fans their continuing support of the game after its release. The reason this is coming out in winter and summer is because it isn't complete yet, and it will likely take that long just to create the extra dungeon and story. Besides, $20 for this kind of DLC is a great deal. I've seen horse armor and character skin packs go for $10 to $20 alone. So getting new story, rare items, a new dungeon, new Shrine of Trials, a hard mode, and the rest that comes with the pack is a great deal when you compare it to what other developers release. But let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts and opinions on this? What's up everybody, really quick before we get to the usual end slate, I wanted to mention a quick update for this channel. I'm trying to bring together a few new series other than the usual discussions and news videos that we do. I would like to bring quality reviews, let's plays, do more live streams, a top 10 series, and more analysis videos. However, to do this, I need your help. Between being a new father, YouTube, and my real job, I don't have the time to work on all of these videos. So I'd like to bring on other people who can help out from time to time, like Sasizi and others who have helped host and edit videos before. To make this all happen, and to get awesome rewards for yourself, head over to patreon.com/GameOverJesse, where you can get shoutouts and videos, join our group Discord and chat with us whenever you want, be a guest on some of our videos, and much more. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. I would like to give a huge thank you to this month's Patreons for their support: George Martinez, Glenn Casio, Hin Tienen, Lunarium, Magic Tech Review, The Itch Network, and Harris Priest. Thank you all for everything, and it's because of your support that I'm able to find the time to do these videos. If you would also like to support this channel, head over to patreon.com/GameOverJesse, where you can find all kinds of great rewards like joining on a video, being added onto our Discord chat, having your discussion or topic featured on one of our videos, and much more, including having your own custom artwork similar to my own, drawn of you in any anime or video game style you would like. Finally, I would like to give a huge thank you to Gnomo Designs and CS Guitar 89 for providing the music and artwork for this channel.